new asset class. What it means, the correlation of these returns are very low compared to those of other assets. This is not just a technology. It's a new asset class. It is the first global, private, meaning no government oversight, digital and decentralized, rules-based. That's the most important word here. Rules-based monetary system in history.
Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to Bitcoin Zella, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. Bitcoin Zella offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with Bitcoin Zella. Subscribe now. In this video, Cathie will share her insights on how she recalled the 2017 meetup between Bitcoin and Ethereum, how she expressed her excitement about the Ethereum network and Solana, how she revealed the convergence between Bitcoin and AI. Let's join Cathie in a conversation about these topics and more.
In 2017, when Bitcoin was below $1,000, and there was a war going on between the Bitcoin maximalists and those focused on the Ethereum network. Chris Berniski, you may know him. He was our first crypto analyst and went off to start Placeholder. He decided, you know what? We should have a meetup at our office between the Bitcoin and Ethereum supporters, and we'll provide
religion.
Rules of the we'll provide rules of the road. And Bill was the grown-up in the room, set the tone from the Ethereum side, and we had such a productive talk that I went out and bought Ether right away. I already owned a lot of Bitcoin because it was so convincing that there's a place for both. And
Bill is a brilliant adult in this space. Yes, for sure.
Yes. And so yes, we're very excited about the Ethereum network and Solana. And so they all play different roles. And what I love is there's kind of a little competition. I think competition is always good to keep the other networks honest. And so, yes, we think that decentralized finance, and we do call it now the internet financial system, which is really a Chris Berniski coined that. Yes.
Ethereum will rise to $8,000 after the next halving event in 2024, which will reduce the supply of new Ethers by half. The endorsement of the SEC and the growing demand for Ethereum as factors that will boost its price. Solana reached a two-year high of over $131 on Tuesday, amid optimism over the launch of spot ETF and the adoption of the cryptocurrency by major companies and institutions. Solana could face some resistance at the $135 level, and that historic negative sentiment over the weekend could have an impact on its price movement. BlackRock's recently launched Spot Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund, ETF, has rapidly amassed over $10 billion in assets under management. The demand for Bitcoin ETF reflects the growing interest and acceptance of the cryptocurrency among institutional and retail investors.
We did something called Bitcoin Brainstorm. We do a Bitcoin brainstorm monthly, and one of them was the convergence between Bitcoin and AI, and we had you'll probably know of his developer name, Roastbeef, from the Lightning Network on, and he was talking about how in Africa already this convergence is redefining division of labor. The gig economy we understand here in the United States. Put that on steroids in terms of micro gig economy in the emerging markets, and you have a whole new kind of economy. So yes, very exciting.
Cathie Wood is still investing large portions of her wealth in Bitcoin, and she expects that it may reach $1 million by 2025. She has also launched several exchange-traded funds that invest in companies and technologies related to cryptocurrencies. The reasons behind Binance's announcement of a temporary suspension of Ethereum deposits and withdrawals. The exchange is facing technical issues due to the high network congestion and gas fees on Ethereum, and that it is working to resolve them as soon as possible.
When we did our digital wallet work, we're saying, okay, let's try to figure out how many steps it takes for a merchant or for a consumer to pay a merchant. And that was 9 steps, including the 2 of them. There are many other middlemen, but these were the most direct steps. And that is a 2 to 4% tax on every purchase in the world if you're using intermediaries, credit cards, and so forth. So just think about that. Cutting, that tax rate dramatically is going to increase access dramatically.
The concept of substitution into Bitcoin, which means that investors are shifting their preferences from traditional assets like gold to digital assets like Bitcoin, has been debated by various experts and analysts. Some argue that Bitcoin offers advantages such as higher returns, lower correlation, and greater innovation, while others contend that gold offers stability, tangibility, and proven history.
When I was at Abundance, the forecast was, our bull case was $1.5 million in 5 years. So that would have been 2027. We still have time. And we still think that's going to be right. If you just look at the institutional push into Bitcoin, this new asset class, they have to consider it as fiduciaries. When you use those code words, new asset class, what it means, the correlation of these returns are very low compared to those of other assets.
Especially as bonds and stocks are becoming more correlated, you need something uncorrelated.
Yes, absolutely. And so they have to consider it. Now, what are we saying? There are 19.6 million Bitcoin out there right now, and the highest it will ever go is 21 million. There's real scarcity value. And what is going to happen? The price increase for every institutional dollar pushing in now is going to be much higher than it was last year, 2 years ago. It's, we're going to get into, if these institutions really want to own it, what I found fascinating recently, just learned it this morning, is typically when you go through a price move, a Bitcoin price move to the upside, you usually see long-term holders, which is a metric we monitor. It's an on-chain analytics metric. And it means people who have not moved, or wallets that have not moved their Bitcoin in 155 days or more. Yes. Well, normally when you go through a price move to the upside, a very nice one like we've seen in the last year, that tends to start moving down. And it did that, true to form, but it has reversed in recent days because what we learned is GBTC sold some of its Bitcoin. So those wallets hadn't been changed in a long time, right? Now that is done, at least for the time being. Now that is done, and it's going back up again as the price goes up. That's highly unusual. And I think it is because the long-term holders saying, why would I sell now when I know all these institutions, which own nothing in this realm, in this new asset class, they have to consider it because it is a new asset class.
If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.